Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you're watching in the world, and welcome back to Speed Force Racing. We are here in Baku for the 8th round of the worldwide celebration. That is GP3. I'm your host, Shuttle Lancer 29, and whilst we don't have energy down in the comms booth for the second week in a row, but what we do have, in fact, we are making history. For the first time in 8 seasons of Speed Force Racing, we have a female commentator. The league is now getting more diverse at the minute, and I'd like to introduce you all to Simo. Welcome to the comms booth. Oh god, we're seeing red bars. Yeah, good. You looking forward to tonight? Yeah. Yeah, I think it should, but it's going to be important now as we go in. We are going to be heading into the driver's standings in a few seconds. Drivers and instructors, hold on. Go to sheets. Speed Force Racing. Right. Leading the way after picking his second win of the season is Rage Hunter, now on 108 points, with Calvin pretty close behind in second place on 91. Rage Hunter in third on 56. The Slayer and Zander rounding out the top 5 with 6th place Doctor Special Energy. iReg in P7. A strong season, pretty strong and consistent season for AlphaTauri, but after his podium, Hooky has moved up into P8 and is now on 28 points. 2 ahead of Vladimir, who missed the last event in Monaco. 10th place, we've got SFR Oliver on 22, with J Sarge and Mad G tied for P11 on 16 points each. The Spit Dog in P13 on 8 points, with Trudder on 6. JD Galay in P15 on 2 points, with CDM on 1. And following down the grid, rest of the standings, all yet to take a point this season are Sky Adams, Gogs, and Ben BFC, all on 0.
Drivers who haven't got any points at the minute, hopefully.
Hold on.
I think Baku would be a good starting section for them. Hopefully.
Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I can hear you on stream because I've got a few people saying we can't hear anybody.
Yeah. I've just changed it in the party as well, so hopefully they'll be able to hear me and us now. So.
Right, really hope that the connection is going to be on point for this stream, otherwise I'm not going to be very happy. As you may recall in GP4 that I had connection issues coming towards the halfway point of GP4, well, the race last night, which held me back and I only had to scrape a P10, but GP4 is not the main topic of conversation, but what is, it's qualifying. And the first driver out on track, perfect timing, Rage Hunter. In the Haas. Championship leader. He's picked up 2 victories this season, 1 in China and 1 in Monaco. Baku, as you say, as we can agree, is a very hard track. It's so easy to misjudge it because one slight one slight lapse of judgment going into corners, and that car is going to be well and truly in the wall.
Yes, definitely. It's I experienced that yesterday in the GP4 race. I lost a little bit of front wing in the castle section. I thought, yeah, go straight for the next bit, and after the fast left-handers, that's it. Went to brake, and I just carried straight on into the wall. So drivers, just be very careful through the castle section.
We've got quite a few coming out. There's the Ferrari of Trilla Grilla. That's the second one out. No, scratch that. It's Calvin, his teammate. Both of them are. Those passes are the first ones out on track.
Yeah, we've also got Mad G as well, just coming through the castle section now. He's on the mediums. So, do you reckon he's just doing a couple of laps, getting used to the circuit first on the mediums before he goes on to the softs?
If I'm being honest, I feel like it's a risk to go out on the mediums because the thing is, if you were to end up hitting the wall early in the race and you wanted to end up using the mediums, you're only going to have one set that's available to you during the race, and if you end up using that, hitting the wall again halfway through the race, you're not going to have much of a choice to either use another set of softs or, well, at best, go on the hards, because the ones you use in quali are going to be worn. So what I would do in quali is use my tyres wisely, go out on the run on the softs, and then come towards the end of the session, bang, go out on a fresh pair of boots, lower my fuel to the lowest fuel lowest load,
settings, yeah.
And then head out onto the track, and then once you reach the end of sector 3, max attack on your before you go in for your last fly.
Yeah, sorry Tom, we're just watching Raychan's now. He's done the fastest sector number 1, and he's currently coming through sector 2 now, so hopefully we'll see his gap in that shortly. And that's another purple sector. Well, obviously he's first car out, so he'll be the first to set the lap time, so we'll hopefully get to see the average lap time of the past day, and the yellow flag in sector 1.
Yeah, that is. I think that looks as though it's Ryan Van Doom. I'm not too sure, but either way. Wow, Calvin with the sector in the first sector, 138.1 on the softs. Ray Chancer coming into the pits, funnily enough. I don't know if he picked up wing damage or hit the wall or got invalidated.
Didn't quite see that. Mad G's just coming on a flying lap now and staying the gap at the moment.
141.5 into P3 he goes. Mad G in P7.
GP2. Who else is coming out onto a flying lap now? And that's a Trilla Gorilla and JD.
Looks like Marcy.
21. He moved up to second in the Mercedes.
Yeah, good spot. Trilla Gorilla up in third. The Spit Dog in 4. Next driver coming across. Vladimir on the mediums into P6 for 141.
P6 on the mediums. Wow.
I think it'd be a bit risky for those heading out on mediums because it depends on. I don't know whether it's going to fall on wet, but
in the race yesterday it was a wet for the first. First 5 laps, I think it was, and then it dried out, which
it was like it felt like going ice skating out on that track. It was that hard to drive.
We've got yellow flag in sector 2, and that was a McLaren.
It looks like Scar Adams, who's broken his front wing, invalidated his lap, and I think he's about to head to that pit lane. Dr. Speciality coming in.
Not to head to the pits, and he is coming into the pits when he's invalidated his lap as well. We've got a Red Bull going slowly as well in sector 2. So ideally, the drivers want to do a single, maybe possible one lap on the softs to begin with at the beginning of the session, just to get their original lap time in, and then go in, out again nearer the end on a fresh set of softs to confirm their lap times. And then
Here comes Zander though, on a fresh set of mediums in the Renault. Oh, he's using a cheeky little slipstream from Gorilla, and he goes into P5 or 1:39.7.
Wow!
Well,
That's
good lap from
hell
Zander.
of a lap time from Zander there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was brilliant from Zander. Iron Van Doom and heading to the pits. I think Martin is going to join him shortly. And Oliver is up into P4
Oliver
with 1:39.5. Yeah, it's a good start for Ferrari so far with Oliver in P4 and Gorilla
He'll be
in
happy
P6.
with that.
Yeah, it's a good day for Ferrari. It looks like Martin might be going out for another run on the same set of softs.
Let's try and jump on board with Martin now.
Yeah. Oh, should not be putting on the telemetry, but he is on no so I think he might be. It may be an in lap.
Off. Possibly, yes. Yeah, we've got on and out lap, we've got JD Gallo 21 on and out lap at the moment. Also got Mad G, J Sarge and Reg, excuse me, I'm not 100% sure on how to say your name. Down in 18th as well. The AlphaTauri on the out lap. I actually think Martin is on a flying lap. He's pushing the car.
Yeah.
Coming through.
To Martin.
On the pit straight now.
Yeah. 1/10 up. It could be another bank lap for Martin, who knows, but no, he's staying out, he's going for another banker.
He's going for it. Where's that going to move him to?
1:10, but he stays where he is.
Goes to P12. Let's jump on board with...
And also one driver's... Hold on. See where...
Oliver's moved to third.
Good luck from Oliver.
Oliver has moved to third. Well, that is...
Bit of a risk using the same tyres, but...
It's saving a set of tyres in the end though if you're
yeah, that is true.
Set.
Because you do get... If you're on a balanced tyre... Well,
yes.
if you're on a balanced tyre settings, you're going to get one pair of mediums and 3 sets of softs, so... You obviously don't want to waste them all in one go.
No,
Irish invalidates his lap. And J Sarge
on board with Ryan at the minute on his out lap in Williams. Who's that going to select? Sector 2? Oh no, it might have been fast. So what are your predictions then, Tom, for top 3 in qualifying?
Too early to predict, to be honest, but here comes J Sarge coming across the line. P7 for the Alfa Romeo man. Another team on a good day. With Alfa Romeo, with the Slayer in P4, and J Sarge as we've just witnessed, up into P7. Van Doom finally getting his first lap in, and he's down in P12 for 1:41.6. And apologies for the inconvenience, but I thought, whilst we could have done this at the start of the session, I think we'd be better off getting into the constructors' standings right now. leading the way still and increasing their gap relatively comfortably are Haas Ferrari on 190 points. 10 away from that 200 mark though, and it would be such a great achievement to see them if they were able to get to that 200 mark in the 8th before the first half of the season. Mercedes in P2, who's currently floundering after Omid's moving up to GP2 on 118 points. Red Bull in third on 99 with Renault closing up on 93. Alfa Romeo rounding out the top 5 on 70 with AlphaTauri on 64. Ferrari in P7 on 26 with Racing Point on 19. Williams in P9 on 12. And rock bottom McLaren still on 8 points only. So that's the constructors all done and dusted. Apologies, I didn't put it out there mid-session, but I just had to do it, even though it was later than I would have preferred. But
it's done. We've
yeah.
no. Bit dark has an invalidated lap as well.
Yeah.
And running on.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've decided to adjust my audio real quick so we can hear you a little bit clearer. Zander up into P4 with a 1:38.9. Rage Hunter! Oh, he was, but he's not.
I think he is. No, he's not, no.
It's Vladimir on a fire, I think. I'm hoping so. He's coming down the main straight. Oh, it looks as though he's pitting.
I come into the pits. Who else? Everyone's in pits at the moment. Apart from Dr. Special, he looks like he's on a flying lap in the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, I'm on board with him now conveniently. He goes into sector 3. I think this is a hard one to get right. He takes a nice amount of curve brilliantly as he heads into the final corner. Hopefully he doesn't end up smacking it into the walls. Here he comes, home straight. This is looking promising for Dr. Special Energy. Here he comes.
Moves him up to
P6. Good lap for Dr. Special Energy.
And we also have
iReg in the AlphaTauri. Oh, he's pitting.
Oh, he's pitting.
Oh, I was looking forward to seeing how he would have done on that lap.
Zander is in the pit,
really
so I reckon everyone now is going to be changing onto a fresh set of soft tyres now and pushing it for the final laps. Do you think Dr. Special's going to stay out, or is he going to have enough time to go in and get a fresh set?
I don't think with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the time.
Going to be pushing it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think he'd make enough time to get back in for a fresh set. Yeah.
So we have Oliver on an outlap, Calvin, Leia, Maggi, Bucket, Sarge, Vladimir, Spitfire, Ryan, and Martin all on outlaps.
Oh. Nearest driver on an outlap is Ryan Van Doom, the nearest driver closest to the line.
Have a ride on board with him, see how he gets on.
Yeah. But check on Dr. Special Energy, is he going to come in or is he going to stay out? Here he comes. Oh, he's heading into the pits. He's in the pits. So Ryan Van Doom is unleashed.
Now.
Yeah. He just needs to save those softs. Be careful of them. But here comes Ryan Van Doom. Fresh set of tyres, down in P15. He's gonna need what, a superb lap to be able to crack that top 10. I think he just plowed the wall. No ring damage, but I think there may have been a little bit of contact, who knows, but 1 minute and 10 seconds to go.
Who else have we got? We have got Jay Sarge as well in the Alfa Romeo now.
Yeah.
Going up with the castle section. Crucial not to clip your front ring up through there. And then a touch. SFR retired. Oliver's retired.
Yeah, he had to retire. So he's going to be on the same set of softs, similar to what he was in Spain. Before the lobby glitch, that was.
Hey, we got Sarge with the purple sector 2 now.
Van Doom coming across the line to do a 140.0, so that puts him up one place.
Having a run with Sarge now.
Oh, Vladimir's hit the wall, he's broken his front wing! Disaster for Jay Sarge under 10 down.
Jay Sarge there.
Yeah.
Who else have we got coming?
Keeping an eye on Calvin now.
We've got
the Spit Dog in P10. Yeah, brilliant spot. But first we've got the Slayer, who's about to come across the line to do a 1:39.0, puts him up into P6. What about Hooky? Coming towards the home straight. He's going to put in a 1:39. He's under 10th down again. Calvin stays in P2. But JD Galai is over a 10th up. This is going to be a good lap for JD if he can keep it off the walls. Hops the curb, no harm done. Turns out Oliver damaged his wing on that outlet, on his outlet. But anyway, back to JD. He's coming towards the home straight now. I think there's a Haas or a Williams in front of him, but it's Rage Hunter in front of him. What is Rage Hunter going to do on his final lap? He's going to come across the line to do a wow, 1:38.1 for JD. Yeah, good spot. What JD goes on pole with Rage Hunter in second, Calvin in third, Oliver in fourth, Xander fifth, Slayer in sixth place, Dr. Special Energy in seventh, Mad G in eighth place, Driller Gorilla in ninth, Hooky rounding out the top 10 in P10, iReg in P12, in P11, Spit Dog in P12, Scar Adams P13, Jay Sarge P14 with Vladimir, Ryan Van Doom, Martin and Gogs bringing up the rest of an 18-car grid.
What a session for qualifying around here.
It was.
Yeah, it was lovely and tasty around there. Some of the drivers there pulling out the stops to get the best position as they can. But it all goes down to turn one, would you say, Tom?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. So we've got Haas second and 2 and 3, which is a good start for Haas, especially with the constructors, but that will depend on the race as well.
As you can see, you've got your full qualifying grid. There's I'll run it down for you once again. JD Glanpole, Rage Hunter, Calvin, Oliver, Xander, The Slayer, Dr. Special Energy, Matt G, Driller Gorilla, Hooky, iReg, The split dog, followed by the Sky Adams, Jay Sarge, Vladimir, Ryan Van Doom, Martin and Gogs, bringing up the rear of the grid. So, the entirety of that top 10 are all on softs.
Yes, and I think we only have Martin is starting on, well,
yeah, I think the
they're
top
not mediums.
But the thing is, though, if you're outside the top 10, you do
can
get a
choose
free
whatever.
choice of tyres, yeah.
I wonder what the weather's going to be like for the race. So, I know I said it earlier on and it was too early, but what are your predictions for the finishing of the race?
I think the Hasses will be up there, for sure. I think they're the two obvious favourites in this situation, but we can't count out anybody because we all know how unpredictable Baku is. So if you end up keeping it off the walls, keeping it away from other cars, keep that front wing intact, you should be on for a very good race.
Definitely. It's safety car is more than likely to happen. It's not as bad as Monaco, but it is likely to happen, especially with that castle section.
Yeah, but the difference is Baku is harder to get around, in my opinion.
Yes.
I hate that track.
Monaco. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, on to the formation lap.
Let's go. So it'd be interesting to see outside the top 10 on who starts on what tyres.
That is true. We will go on to that in a flash. So we have obviously the top 10 on softs, which is going to be the most obvious thing to happen. But we have iReg on hards, the Spit Dog on mediums, Scar Adams and Jay Sarge on hards, Vladimir on mediums, Ryan Van Doom in 16th on hards, with Martin on mediums and Gogs on the hards.
And that's
I think
a fair few drivers going towards the hards. Is that a wise decision for the start of the race? Is it going to get further?
But the thing is, if
it's
safety car,
Red Bull's gone round.
It's Rookie's gone round. But the thing is, back to that hard discussion, it can work if it's safety car free. But if it comes out, especially later on during the race or halfway through the race, you are going to be vulnerable.
Yes, definitely.
We're getting that one right, but as you can see, the predicted split-stop strategy, lap 18 to 21 on the hard medium strategy, and I wish I was able to read out the other strategy that was seen on the screen for a brief second, but change our camera view now, and JD Galay brings up the he's coming towards that starting line now. Honestly, I think it's going to be absolute chaos going into turn 1 as the Spit Dog and Hookie teleported back to the grid after a collision.
Yeah, I think turn 1 is going to be it's going to be free for all, really. I reckon.
Yeah.
I think they've got to go steady going into turn 1 and then determine their race lines from there.
Totally.
Into how they're going to tackle it. Let's just get it through onto here.
Anyway, here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Engine revs rise. Lights out and away we go. Fantastic start from Galai, who leads the field going into turn 1. Oh, he did hit the wall slightly heading out of that first corner, but so far so good for the field. Oh, wing chaos early. Trilla takes wing damage early on. It's all kicking off in the midfield, and it's something to be expected around Baku.
Hookie's dropped down to 4.
Oh no.
4 places.
Oh no, what's happened to Hookie?
I think he had a bit of a bad
He
start
might have had virtual safety car is out. No wing damage for Hookie. The Trilla gets a 5-second penalty. They're all being dished out to Trilla, the Spit Dog, and J Sarge. Wow. What a chaotic start.
What happened there?
That is a good question. And Oliver up into second place already, ahead of the two Hasses.
He's gonna be happy with that, but he can't celebrate too early on.
Yeah, it's only 1 lap into the race, so he just needs to keep it calm. We're going green again. JD Galai pulls off a relatively comfortable lead, even though he has wing damage, which is going to be an absolute nightmare to navigate your way around if you have that. But you've got the Slayer and J Sarge, well, iReg and J Sarge swapping positions as J Sarge falls down the order. Yeah,
J Sarge is
quite a few with wing damage here. Zada on the back of Rage Hunter. Josiah follows through, up into P4 goes Zada, but it's going wheel to wheel with the Slayer. JD Guy leads the race. But is the Slayer going to get the move done on the Renault? Yes, he is. Fantastic stuff from the Slayer to go up into P5. Oh no, the lobby is glitched. You just need it to settle down. Bloody Codemasters. Why do you have to do this to us on a race day?
Who else is tasty? So we've got Ryan, J Sarge, Spit Dog, Guy Adams all in the pits.
Yeah, Calvin back into P3. Don't know what's happened to Rage Hunter. He might have picked up wing damage. He's down in P14. That is the last thing the championship leader wants.
I think he pitted.
Yeah, he did.
He's on the hards now. Whether he had wing damage from the virtual safety car or the restart, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Hookie on the back of iReg for P9, sorry. He's navigated his way back into the points and missed all the chaos on lap 1.
Here he comes, he's got a nice exit there. And then into final couple of turns before going straight.
Hookie on the back of iReg. He has that Alpha Tauri reeled in. JD Guy gets another fastest lap and missed despite that wing damage. Very good stuff from him.
On the outside.
The Welsh Wonder gets iReg into turn 1. Good move.
Yeah, lovely move. Nice and clean.
Yeah, he used that bit of slipstream.
And I think Martin's on the back as well now. I think he's going to try and keep that AlphaTauri reeled in.
Gorilla coming into the pits.
Also, all the way down in 17th battle, we have J Sarge on Ryan Van Doom now making a move, trying to go on the inside. He doesn't quite manage to get it
behind.
Made.
Oh, look at this! Look who's closed up on the race leader! I think the softs have... Well, the damage has taken a toll on JD, but...
Look, if you can keep on the back, you...
That is true, but...
What do you reckon?
If anything happens, Calvin is ready to pounce.
He's staying with him, isn't he? He's not letting him drop.
Yeah, he's just keeping he's maintaining social distancing from this battle for now, but... Oh! Oliver locks up! Oh! I think Oliver must have... That was a good question. I think hopefully that doesn't damage Calvin's wing, but he must have put... I think he may have put a bit too much throttle going into that because he is on no traction control.
Yeah,
so you've got to be careful of how you throttle the car.
As well, I think, from what I was watching on here.
Yeah, but the Slayer's being... The Slayer's Zana... Oh my goodness.
He's sliding all over the place all now.
Ah, that's not what you need from him.
Back to his second now, and he's got the Slayer on the back
in.
of him.
This has been a really good race for the Slayer.
What a move.
Beautiful.
Slayer.
He's having a really good race, the Slayer.
Here comes Vladimir and Reg. He got back down to half a second behind him. He's keeping within that DRS range though. And here we are, Spit Dog on. Ryan Van Duven, they collide. No damage.
No!
No damage, but here comes J-Size as well.
Yeah.
On Spit Dog, down on the inside.
And he's obviously going to get that boost done inevitably. But can Calvin do what Oliver couldn't and close in on JD Goliath?
He's keeping that DRS range now. And the rest of the pack is starting. He's in and out of that DRS range on Ryan.
Yeah. Calvin's trying to close in. 7 tenths, 6 tenths. All DRS with his advantage, but he's going to have to close in on Glide. I don't think he's going to get a move done now, but...
Sander on the back of Oliver as well.
Puts him in range.
I don't think he's quite got it.
Oh, Oliver tried to go down the inside of Slayer, but no room. There was no room to be seen.
That's gonna leave Xander some opportunity now. He's right on the back of him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's quite close enough for them. We've got the AlphaTauri, Dr. Special trying to go down on the inside. Can't quite get it done either.
Ooh, Oliver tried to go around the outside of the Slayer, but the Slayer beautifully keeps that car ahead.
Yeah. What's going on with the rest of the field? It's quite tasty and fun. We've got Xander now trying to get Oliver.
Yeah. There's no way you're going to get a move done in the castle straight, in the castle section. It's just next to impossible.
Everywhere else, I think everyone has kind of evened out a bit now, and they've kind of got into the groove. We've got the odd 1 or 2 battles, but they're all...
Calvin just dropped down.
Here is Jay Sarge on the back of Ryan Van Doom again. These two are having a lovely battle here at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's...
Just keep in DRS.
Even though there have been no retirement so far, it's because of that wing damage that they've had to stop early. It's become more of a... and the fact they've started at the back, I think it's become more of a damage and limitation race for them and just salvage what they can. Goliath's in the pits, Calvin's in, Oliver's in. So that puts the Slayer in the lead. Could this strategy pull off? Could the Slayer pull off an absolute masterclass here and go for his second victory of the season?
This is where he wants to try and push not too much that the car starts to pull off straight away. We've also got new house. Dr. Special has moved up into 3rd as well. On the back of Xander still, he's trying to keep in that one.
Yeah. Dr. Speciality has actually caught up quite well to that battle. I think...
We've got Vladimir in the pits as well now, so I think Do you think the soft tyres they've gone qualifying are starting to drop off now? It's
Think
only
so.
lap 6.
Yeah,
Only
I think so.
and they're starting to drop off.
But I will think Vladimir has somewhat made the wrong call by going out on the softs on lap 6 because I don't know if he's doing it as a part of a 2-stop, but you'd have to pit in earlier.
Three-way battle, and here comes Jay Sarge on the outside of Van Doom, trying to get the move done. Does he get it done?
No.
No, they had
And
it for
Vladimir
a
goes
second,
through.
and also here comes Vladimir.
Back.
Oh, Ryan. Jay Sarge sticking with him, and we're starting to get spit.
Oh! Vladimir's in the wall! He's hit the. He tried to go around the outside of Jason. Right, Van Doom in the castle section. Has hit the wall, dinked his wing. Not a good start. Not good for the Vladimir.
Unfortunately, what bad luck.
Top 3 in the pits. Vladimir retires from the session. He's hit the wall. That's got to be a safety car, surely.
Got a yellow flag.
He's come out right behind Calvin. Brilliant strategy from Calvin and the Haas, from possibly.
Who's that? Who's that?
Vladimir's out. That's Vladimir. No no safety car yet. Surprising considering it's at the end of sector 2 and it's.
Oh yeah. It doesn't show me
track.
he's halfway around the.
Martin in the lead from iReg in second. Calvin, and it's just a matter of time until the main 4, or main 5 actually, main 6 actually, end up catching up that pack.
Mentioning now, Gogs, he's had hell of a race so far. He's started. When did he start? Was it P18?
P18.
He's now up into 11th place now in the racing pool.
And he's gained 7 places, so he's up into P11, not far off Hooky, who's in the last point scoring position. So if he can keep that car on track, he could be on for a points finish if people ahead of him end up crumbling. With Gogs and Maggi, but Maggi's on the back of him. He's on fresh mediums, mind, so it's going to be an interesting. Oh, Maggi's on the back of Gogs! Gogs hits the wall. Hopefully, no wing damage was there. Ah, not what Maggi wants.
No wing damage as such that I can see on any.
But Calvin on the back of iReg.
I think Maggi has lost his right hand.
Yeah, the right side of his wing. So he's gonna have to pit in soon.
Got special now. Who's this? Who's that? Oliver's overtaken.
Good move. Good move from Oliver.
Special now on the inside.
He's having to split it. Had to stay in behind. Oh, they're both going side by side. Come on, keep it clean. I know it's backy, but come on.
On the inside.
Good move from Dr. Special Energy, but can JD get him back?
JD's coming now. He's coming down onto the inside.
Really good racing for the 2. Superb racing for the 2. Fantastic defending from Dr. Special Energy, and fantastic overtake from JD to get back that P7.
What a P7.
Calvin on the back of iReg.
Yes. They're having the group now, so they're starting to bring in the Slayer as well now, and Xander's slightly kind of background. I think Oliver's starting to move in as well, slowly.
JD Goliath is lost because of that battle with Dr. Special Energy. He's not. Oh, iReg is. I think he's coming into the pits, isn't he?
Is he?
No, he isn't. He's letting both Slayer and
Is he going to get 2 for 1?
Calvin pass. No, I don't think it, because he's on all the cards, it's not going to be possible.
That brings Xander in even closer now, so it's going to be a 4-way battle now.
Now with fresh air, Calvin could just go after Martin. I think got onto the back of Calvin. Yeah, Alfa Romeo really niggling onto the back of that Haas.
He's wanting that move now, isn't he? He's wanting that.
He wants that second win of the season.
You've got Zander as well now, all over the back of Reg.
Reg currently driving his own race at this time. Ooh, that AlphaTauri nearly snapped them, but Sander trying to go for a move, but it's not going to be possible because iReg gets a pretty good run out of the S's.
All over the track of that Renault of Zander.
Oh yeah.
Really trying to make the move on the inside. He backs out a bit.
He's going to have to wait until the straight. I think iReg just hit the wall. Is Oliver going to follow Zander through? No. Oh, contact!
Just
that brings JD Goliath and Dr. Special Energy back into that fight.
No wing damage as we can see at the moment.
Yeah. It could be light wing damage, but who knows. But surely that can't stop Oliver from trying to go for another attempt on iReg. iReg has gone back at Zander.
On Zander, I think Zander.
Is Oliver going to move through? He's going to go down the inside. Oh, massive dive from Oliver. Puts iReg into the wall. He breaks way too late. And now he's lost so much places. So many places.
He's going to have damage as well.
Safety car is out. The first one this race. And considering that it's Baku, that was inevitable.
So what do you reckon they're going to do now then? Do you reckon they go on to a fresh set of mediums or go on to hards?
Maybe. But it depends on the wing damage. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in the stewards after this race. But that could save Martin because he is on an older set of softs. Yes. Mediums, sorry. But he can put on whether it's hards or... I don't think... Softs would be way too unrealistic for him. But Sky Adams retiring in the pits.
Yeah.
But back into...
5-second penalty as well for speeding in the pit lane.
But the thing is with Martin, he could go on to a fresh set of hards, and that should last him for the rest of the race, and that should put him within a pretty reasonable position if he can make this work.
He can. For some reason. Oh no, that's a safety car. That's why I've got you on the bottom screen.
Yeah.
Both runners are okay. It's just me being thick.
Martin's going to come in. Here he is.
Here comes Martin. It's going to be interesting to see.
Martin,
it's
Calvin in the slab. Yeah. Calvin in the lead. How is he going to go about this safety car?
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see. So at the moment we've got who's done 2 stops? We have Ryan Spitdog, Jay Sarge and Mad G all on 2 stops at the moment.
Wow.
So Rage Hunter.
Martin is just can't behind Oliver and is in P7. This looks like a reasonable position for him, and Rage Hunter is on fresh medium, so could that bring Rage back into this race when he's on 2 stops? He's still in P8, so this could salvage his race. I don't want to strike the commentators early, but commentators curse early, but still.
It could be a good move for him.
Yeah.
If he can nurse those tyres now, could he get himself back and get a win?
Yeah, possibly. I'll be right back. Hold on.
We have Calvin, Slater, Zander, and JD in the top 4 all on hards. Then we've got Special and Oliver on mediums. Behind them, we've got Martin on the hards. And And next up we have Rage Hunter P8, the Reg, Gogs and Hooky on the mediums. Up in 12th we have Magi on the hards. And then from P13 down to P16 we have Jay Sarge, Trillia, Spit Dog and Ryan Van Doom all on the mediums at the moment. So, where do you think everyone's going to finish? Comment down in the comment section your predictions. It's only, I wouldn't say it's halfway through at the moment, but comment your predictions on the top at the end of the race. If you can predict who your favourite is. Calvin's on 5 lap on hards.
Right, I'm back. Anyway.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm back. But anyway, we had to. Apologies, but I had to take another pee. But anyway, back to the important stuff. How Calvin goes about this safety car is going to be so important because everyone from Martin down are going to be on fresh tyres, whether it be hards or mediums. Yeah. So it's going to be important for Calvin to get a good getaway. But I would not count out the Slayer or Xander or JD or any of these guys. Gogged up into 10th, that was a good start to the race for him.
Yeah.
Hooky down in P11. Magi P12.
So we've got Calvin on 5 laps on the hards. JD also on 5 laps. We've also got Oliver on 5 laps on the mediums. That's going to be... He's going to have to nurse those mediums because they're going to drop off fairly quick.
Yeah.
Not as quick as the softs. Apart from that, like you said, everyone's pressure tyres.
Safety car is in the slap.
Now, where's Calvin gonna release the pack? Where's he's gonna bunch them all up now. Hopefully he can get a good restart. Away from the pack. When's he gonna launch that house?
That's a good question. He's bunched up the field quite well. The safety car's just come in. So he's off! What a restart from Calvin! He has caught brilliant deception from Calvin. He's left the Slayer to dust. And all these guys to dust, but that was a brilliant restart from Calvin. But if we go into turn 1,
that also.
Oh, the stock special energy trying to go down the inside of JD.
Someone nearly went into the barrier there on the outside.
Hooky and Magi swapping places as Hook. Oh, Magi slightly turned into Hooky and no foul.
Now Trillia's got Jay Sarge. P13.
So he's probably going to go back in on Magi. Up into P12 he goes. Oh, goes into the back of Reg. Yeah, Martin and Dodge Speciality trading places.
So out of all the action so far, we've only had 2 DNFs at the moment.
Yeah.
All the actions we've had.
That is true. It's actually been a relatively evenly played out race, but Driller goes off! He's hit the wall slightly, dinked his wing. Yellow flag in sector 2.
He has got wing damage, I think.
Yeah, he's got wing damage, but Calvin, 1.2, 1.4 ahead of the Slayer.
Yeah, he had a perfect start there, Calvin.
Yeah, he did. He pulled it off brilliantly. but here comes Zander on the back of the Slayer. The Dog Speciality on the back of SFR Oliver for P5. Both of them have had a pretty strong race.
P12 here, and here comes J Sarge.
Oh, God's around the outside of Hooky! Hooky muscles his way through. Yeah, good move from J Sarge. Yeah.
Ryan getting a toe now from Magic. Just breaking slightly early there. J Sarge sliding it into the wall. No damage that I can see.
Yeah, it looks relatively clean for Martin. Someone's coming into it. Oh yeah, it's really good because he had that wing damage from that restart. JD on the back of Zander. It's going to be impossible for him to make a move there, so they're going to have to keep it really clean.
He's right on the inside of Maggi, and he's made it stick. Just
oh no! Contact!
Just the castle straight out.
Oh, he's hit the wall! Hit the wall. Damage wing. Not going to help him in the slightest at all.
That's going to make him drop down all the way back. D15 now.
I think this must be DRS season.
Will catch him up, we don't know. You've got to be careful on this corner, because if you lose front wing on there, you're going to be vulnerable to that corner, which you just made it safely around. Up to J Sarge now, he's on the back of Gogs. A lovely run out of there.
Lap 15. Yeah, up to P11 goes J Sarge. He's having a brilliant resurgence to his race. Well,
Oliver's closing in on JD.
Oh yeah, that's a good battle to watch.
But he's had a little slide there.
But Dr. Special Energy not far off.
He's just spectating behind Oliver at the moment, waiting for any little mistakes now. Not far, but too far back that you can't make a move. Who's this guy? He's still on the back of J Sarge.
Yeah, it's not. He's 3.3 tenths. Yeah.
J Sarge just clipping his rear wheel there on the castle section.
Yeah, Gog's got a terrible line coming through that one.
Yeah, he's dropping back now.
So Oliver's dropping back from JD. What's happened to him? No wing damage so far, but we suspect he might have struggled in turn 2, but JD and Zander.
He's into the wall.
Who?
Oliver.
Oh no! Wing damage? Oh no! He was having such a good race until that point.
Now.
Oh, that's infuriating for Oliver. He's doing really well, but Zander and the side topping places have just noticed that. Oh! Zander's binned it! Massive accident! He must have. The car must have snapped under him that he wasn't able to save it. But that is Zander wrecking his race, and what a shame for him.
He was having one hell of a race as well, Zander.
Yeah. Yes, he is out. I think
that's
Oliver on fresh mediums. So that could give him a pathway back into this race if these guys end up having collisions late on.
Rating house. Zander's left the session.
Yeah, he's out of the race. Massive shame for him. DRS is enabled and we're back underway.
Finished.
And look who's come back into this. Rage Hunter on 2 stops. And it's only and with 11 to go, up into P6. The championship leader is up into P6 and he's back in the running for a possible podium if he can keep it off the walls.
He's on 4 lap old mediums, so he is slightly closing in on Martin now.
Yeah.
Whether he'll catch him before the end of the race again in his position, don't know.
Yeah, but I think the hards, because although it takes the hards a bit of time to get going, the thing is, the longer it goes into the race, they will eventually come good, and they'll last you for the rest of the race as well.
Looking behind our Reggie.
Yeah.
Too far back there for
Yeah,
the DRS and EX.
Imagine Gogs fighting for P10. I think Gogs went for a move and pulled it off well, but
here comes Matthew now. He's going to have the DRS. Whether he'll be able to make the move is another question.
Oh! Battle for second. The Slayer on the back of the Slayer being chased down by JD. Sorry.
Yeah. Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
Good spot. Here we are, trading really good fastest lap about 1:42.9 for the Ferrari driver.
Ooh, he's on the back of him. I thought there was going to be a little bit of contact between the Mercedes and the Ferrari, but
he's right on his rear now.
He is.
Now, if he can get a good run out through these few corners now, will he be able to make the move on the inside? Let's see, over save, so he'll wait to the DRS.
And that is actually buying Calvin a lot of time because he's saved up well on his ERS. And he's 1.7 up on the leaders. Well, on the guys behind him. 3 tenths. Is JD going to have enough to make a move on the Slayer?
Got the overtake mode on.
Full DRS on. Yeah, he's got to get it done soon. JD goes round the outside, gets the move done, and no, the Slayer fighting back. But the Slayer, what a brilliant!
P2.
What a brilliantly executed move from JD. As Martin fighting with Rage Hunter for 5th.
We've also got
Martin with full DRS, so he's got to get Rage Hunter back, surely. iReg looking to pounce in case something goes wrong between the two.
Here comes Spit Dog on the inside. Does he make the move stick? Yes, he does. Dog's with a little lock up there as well. That's put Spit Dog on the
Good move. Good move from the Spit Dog. And now the Slayer is probably going to have to settle for P3 unless he can get back on JD. He started P6. So he's gained 3 places this race. Ryan Van Dooms retired in the pits. Another disastrous day for the current Constructors' Championship. In what has been a disastrous season for Williams.
next possible battle we have is Rage Hunter. Looking back, the whether he can keep within that range, he's got a lovely run there. That second onto the pitch straight now. DRS open, here he comes.
Here he comes. iReg gets the move done. Brilliant stuff from iReg to get past Rage Hunter into P6.
Is he going to be able to get that?
Possibly, but he's on mediums.
Having a good run. He's going to have a good run now.
Slayer closing up. On the topic of AlphaTauri's, the Dr. Special Energy. Dr. Special Energy is closing up on the Slayer. He's in P3, he's in P4, on mediums. They're on a pretty even slate in terms of how old their tyres are, but
Doctor Special's on 11. Yeah, both on 11 lap pole tyres.
Ooh, he hugs that curve. He hugs that curve brilliantly.
Ooh, wing
damage. Oh!
From JD.
Looks like. Is it JD?
Is it JD?
Oh, there's chaos in the sector 2, and it's J Sargent trouble! Looks to have all kicked off.
3-second time penalty as well.
J Sargent with wing damage. No! JD with wing damage. Again, the second time this has happened to him this race. He's going to have to be really careful with that car.
He's going to have to nurse it home. It's not enough where it's too much, but any more and it could ruin his race for him. Yeah, that is true. Dr. Speciality on the inside. No, he's going for a run on the Slayer. And Dr. Speciality, the Slayer, brilliant defending, and it's a VSC. It's a Ferrari on the Trevor Corilla's gone. Oh, this is all going to hell for Ferrari in this race. This is going to hopefully bunch the pack a little bit more.
Yeah. Does this give JD a second chance of chasing down Calvin?
Definitely.
7 laps to go as Goggs gets a drive-through penalty.
Yes.
Massive shame for the Scot as he was having a pretty solid race.
Back in the green conditions again now. So...
Oh! JD clips the wall.
Got Reg now coming up behind Martin through the castle section.
True. Martin has done brilliantly to defend from Reg and Rage Hunter.
He has. He's had a brilliant race, Martin. Leading at the beginning, and then he had a couple of mishaps.
Yeah, he was in a bad starting position, and he's gained about, what, 12 places, the most of any driver by 6 over Goggs.
Yeah, Zander wasn't that far behind before he retired. Oh no, he dropped. Sorry, he dropped to.
And the Slayer is under second now on JD. He's in full DRS territory, but the problem is he's going to have a hard charging Dr. Special Energy.
Yeah, Special Energy now with the back of the Slayer. They're both on 13 lap old tyres, but with Special Energy on the medium as well now. And we've got Goggs in the pit, looks like he's doing his drive-through penalty. He's done his drive-through penalty now, so that puts Jay Sargent up into 12, Oliver up into 11.
And that battle for P5 has closed up again.
It has. We've got Rage Hunter now.
Yeah.
On the back of our Rage as well. Our Rage with a little bit of a slide there out the capital section.
But I think the Slayer is probably going to be in a spot of bother because if you look at his ERS on the wheel, he hasn't got much ERS left, so he's going to have to manage it effectively.
He's going to have to try and save it.
Yeah.
Because Special Energy may have a chance if the Slayer starts dropping back due to the overtake.
Yeah.
Reg now closing in onto Martin. He's got DRS, but he hasn't got much overtake left.
Yeah, that is true. Neither does Rage
Closing in
Hunter.
now.
Neither of the three have got much overtake left. With Hooky, I think he has a hold on, let me look. 3-second penalty is the only driver to pick up a 3-second penalty, I think, for multiple warnings. As Maggi is on the back of that Red Bull, fighting for P8. Hooky holding that line beautifully. Brilliant defending from the Welshman to keep hold of that P8. But is Maggi going to go for a run? No, he's not.
No.
He stays behind the Red Bull.
I think he's going to try and stay himself
Yeah.
straight when he's got DRS.
What a battle this has been.
It's been, both of these drivers have been in brilliant battles today in this race.
There have been some really good battles all race. I mean, it's not just from the from those who you've been watching, but everybody, pretty much nearly the whole field.
The whole field.
Yeah.
Fair play to the drivers today. They've done clean racing and they've tried to get
More to
positions
go.
as they can. Here comes special engine now. Players close right in on JD
Wow.
right now.
But the thing is, how long can JD hold out of that wing damage?
Oh, I forgot he's got wing damage, and he's got slight wing damage.
Yeah.
Special engine hanging back there now. Waiting for one of those, or maybe both of them to make a mistake. I don't want to put a person in him. But he's there, waiting to pound.
Yeah.
Maybe try and show his alcohol maybe some, just to make sure there's no that he's there. Agent was round now on the back of Ireland as well. Who's also in the back with Mark B5, so it's really two-way battle. And Maggi's got Hooky.
Wow, good move from Maggi. Unless Hooky's got wing damage. Oh, Hooky is wing damage. I think that may be why Maggi might have had a bit of an easier time going past.
Bits off as well now, he's all over the back.
Yeah. This is really good racing.
Out there.
Don't know whether Hooky's going to start or is he going to pit, but that would, if he pits, that's going to bring Oliver back into the points.
We've got the Slayer now closing in, trying to get onto JD. Doesn't quite get the move made, but he's going to have another go now. Down
Oh, good spot.
Nearly, he's going to get DRS. Is he going to get a good run?
Yeah, not quite, but... Oh,
Oh,
yellow flag, sector 1. Oh no! Hooky! Oh, what a shame for him after that podium in Monaco last week. And he's out of the points this weekend. This week. Disaster. And it's a shame as well, because he was having a pretty solid race in the points.
He's had a good race so far, and unfortunately he just pushed it too far, I think, there. Here comes Rage Hunter on the back of our Rage Steel. He's wanting to make that has to get past that AlphaTauri there.
Yeah. Oh, slight twitch from Martin there.
Just under 3 laps to go.
Yeah. It's a bit of an understeer for Martin now. No, for the Slayer, sorry. Because JD started to create a little bit of a gap to the guys chasing them down. As the Slayer run is literally, you see that light flashing.
Trying to save that energy now. Gonna try and make the move on SFR Martin, and he doesn't quite get it made there.
Brilliant exit from Martin.
Staying with him. Got a 3-second time penalty. Wow.
Not what he wants.
Here comes Rage Hunter. Rage Hunter's got iReg there on the inside just before.
Good move from Rage.
On turn 3. Which brings them right onto the back of SFR Martin.
Hookie's retired in the pits. What a shame for him. Two laps to go, just to point out. I think Calvin can pretty much relax now, but not get distracted.
Oh, Martin clips the wall for the castle.
Oh no!
Castle section.
Has he got wing damage?
Which brings Rachel right onto the
yeah,
back.
it's true.
Run. Don't think Martin's got wing damage.
Ooh.
No wing damage for Martin. I don't know how. He's swiped it there.
Yeah, he has no damage, so it should. I think that should be enough for Martin to hold on. But coming towards the final lap of this race, here comes Calvin across the line. 1 to go.
What a race from Calvin now. He's after that safety car, he's got in front, he's stayed in front, he's managed those tyres well as well. Just a gap, so he's out of DRS from the others in P2, but he's managed those tyres. Having a sneaky little look at Martin.
Yeah, good look, good spot.
Irish just starting to drop back now.
I think that started to settle down.
Now. Trying to save his fuel as well. Here comes Rachel right on. Slide there. This tire's starting to drop off now.
Yeah, it looks like it. But here comes Calvin and coming towards sector 3. With Rage Hunter taking 8 points.
Here he comes through the last couple of turns. On to the final straight now.
Brilliant drive from Calvin. He takes home the championship lead, and more importantly, his second win of the season. JD Galay gets onto the podium with the Slayer in third. Dr. Special Dr. Special Angie in fourth. Good defending from Martin, and a brilliant drive starting from so far back with Rage Hunter in 6th, iReg in 7th, Mad G in 8th, the Spit Dog in 9th, Oliver in 10th, J Sarge coming home in P11, and the Gogs coming home in P12. If you can get the top 3 in, that would be lovely, because we're going to do post-race interviews as we normally do in SFR. Yeah, Calvin, JD and the Slayer.
Yep. Right, let's go. See if I can have a look. Just trying to get them out.
Wow. What a race it was.
Oh yeah. Oh, PlayStation's froze. Come on, there we go. There we go, it's back again.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Martin driver of the day, deservedly so.
There we go, Calvin. No. Let's try and get JT in as well.
What a race. Champagne spraying. We will be getting into the standings very shortly. Here we are. Calvin takes home his second win of the season and potentially championship lead. Jade Eagle-Eye takes home his first podium of the season in second. The Slayer in third place, rounding off the podium. Another good drive for him, with Dr. Special Energy in P4. Martin rounding out the top 5. Our driver of the day in P5, with Rage Hunter in P6. iReg P7, Mad GP8, the Spit Dog in 9th. Oliver rounding out the top 10. And we've got J Sarge, Gogs, and Hooky 2 laps down. And retirees, we've got Triller, Triller Gorilla, Ryan Van Doom, Zander, Scar Adams, and Vladimir.
So we've got Calvin now, who's just joined.
What a race.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hold on, we'll be getting into interviews in a few seconds.
We can't add JD because of the settings. I've just had come up on my screen. So I'm just going to try and get a Slayer.
Yeah.
Come on, PlayStation.
Hold on.
Oh, Slayer's joined, apparently.
Alright. We'll start off with the winning car, and we've only got Calvin in so far, so we're gonna
not allow me
get
to
started on
invite
him.
anyone else.
Calvin,
Hello.
congratulations on your second win of the season. How would you say that race has gone for you as a whole?
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, it was a good race. Qualifying, I mean, some ridiculous times put in there. Like JD, that time was ridiculous. I also just found out, I don't know whose it is, but someone's microphone is making like a helicopter sound coming through.
Sit out.
Might be mine. Yeah, I'll mute my mic for a minute then.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was a really good race. Good quality. I'm lucky for Rage Hunter getting that wing damage he did on the first lap, but no, we've got massive points for the team there, and it's massively helped out. And I believe that's put me into top for the championship now, only by a tiny amount of points again. But hopefully it's a good start here.
With that safety car, because Martin was like 6 seconds out ahead, did you think that you were going to get him and get him comfortably, or did you think that he'd be relatively close?
In on him. I was closing in on him. I don't know if it would have been that soon, because I know he's going to have to pit anyway, because he started on those mediums. But the safety car came out, and honestly, I was a little bit annoyed at first, but then everyone, like the rest of the top 5 bar, I think, I can't actually remember who this was, like Dr. Special Andrews, stayed out, and he was on mediums, but we were all on hards. So I thought, oh, it's alright, I'm not going to have a disadvantage here then. And I had a really good safety restart in that reserve championship race. Well, I'll go at the exact same time. And, it was near enough a second after the first corner, so that was so crucial for it, that safety car restart.
Yeah. Now that you're in the championship lead, what does this give you a confidence boost going into the rest of the season? Now that we're eight races in.
Oh, massively. I mean, it's been one hell of a battle for the title this season. I mean, obviously with Omegs coming in and then deciding he was just too fast and disappearing off the GP2 fairly quickly, it really did open up for the likes of me, Shane, and Martin. Jade Eagle-Eye's come in since recently, and he's got some immense pace. Just seems to have a bit of bad luck with the actual race, but I mean, come the end of the season, for all you know, it is how it is now. I'd like it to be the same way again after the last race, but I think it's going to get very close in the next few races. It really is going to be a top power the rest of the season.
Yeah. One last question before we move on to JD. How are you feeling going into Canada?
I'm confident about Canada. I really like the track. I've got some good pace there, so be getting on to some practice and hopefully bring it home and actually try and get a pole as well, seeing as I haven't had one this season.
Try faster, mate.
That's not really my line to some of the others, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Libby, Simo, any questions? Before we move on?
No, I haven't got any questions. You really answered all of mine, but yeah, well done again for that race. Blown us all away, really. It was nice for me to commentate for my first race as well. It was really intriguing for us all, and really exciting for me to commentate on. So yeah, well done.
You did a good job. I had it on in the background, so...
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. You were great. But anyway, JD, hold on, let me get to that. Congratulations on your first podium in GP3.
About time, innit?
Yeah, but after all the pace you've shown, you've been on the cards for one for quite a while, and finally you have gotten what you've deserved in that one. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a pretty tough race. Calvin did absolutely brilliantly. That safety car restart at the end was that pretty much won in the race. If I'm honest, he's just gone and then couldn't catch up. I mean, I had damage for about 75% of the race. I got damage in turn 1, going into the first lap, so that was really not fun. And then came into the pits, put on a set of tyres. 2 laps later, I got damage again. I was like, oh, brilliant. So it was slightly awkward, but. But you know, it is what it is. I'm quite happy with the P2. Got pole, so you know, what more can you ask for?
Good day.
Other than the win, obviously.
How did you manage to persist with that wing damage on lap 1 after ploughing into the wall? Then later on in the race, you ploughed through again with wing damage. What was your mindset going for it?
Well, my mindset was, I've got damage, that this is going to be impossible. But it's as long as you take the right lines and you make the right braking points, as long as you're following that racing line, as long as you haven't got too much damage, it's bearable. It's still not great, but it's bearable. And I can just about stay 3/10 thereabouts with the rest of the guys. Yeah. So it's all right. It is what it is. But mindset was just, I need to keep my head down, foot down, try and catch Calvin if I can, and just make sure that Slayer behind me didn't catch up, which he was for quite a bit.
Yeah, that was good. How does this affect you in the standings going forward? Because you're now in you going into today, you were P15 on 2 points. With that second place, I think it should elevate you, I think, to around that P13, P12 mark. What is your aim going into the rest of the season?
Aim going into the rest of the season is just consistency in the races. I've got, I think I've been in 4 races now. I think I've got 3 out of 4 poles. So my 1 lap pace isn't a problem. It's just consistency in the races. I keep getting quite unfortunate with certain bits and pieces. Some of them my fault, some of them not. For example, Monaco, that was quite obviously my fault. But you know, it's just little bits and pieces. I just got to keep consistency and just score some more points, because coming away without any points at a race is quite disheartening, as you can imagine. So especially when you've been able to put in so much decent time.
Zeno, any questions?
No, just one question. Do you reckon you'll have the pace to catch Calvin in Canada next race? Do you reckon you'll be able to get him?
Well, Canada's actually my favourite track in the calendar. It's a beautiful track. It flows so nicely. I absolutely love it. So it'll be interesting to see what the pace is like of the other guys. Other than that, it's basically just who can do it on the day. It's never a thing of, oh, he's got pole, he's going to win it. It's more of it's what happens in the race. I just need to make sure that I have a clean Canadian race, and hopefully come away with a win. That's the aim. That's the aim.
Yeah.
Well, you got second now, so next step up is first, isn't it? You got the pole, you got second.
Absolutely is. I just need the Grand Slam now. That'll do nicely.
Convert it to first place.
Anyway, congratulations for that second.
I look forward to it too, Calvin.
Onto the Slayer. Another podium for you. This has been another good race for you. How would you say that has gone?
Don't know, to be honest. I wasn't expecting a podium until the guys in front crashed.
Yeah.
P6 wasn't really P6. Should have been a bit higher up, to be honest, because I messed up my quali lap. It's probably got another half a second there, so probably a couple of more positions. So probably finished where I should have finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drove my own race, to be honest. Those two guys at the front were too quick.
Yeah.
No point fighting them. I saw JD got damaged towards the end, and I was catching. Probably had one chance to overtake, but then I had Dr. Special Energy right up my gearbox.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to overtake JD and not have DRS for the next 2 laps, which were the last 2 laps. I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So then I decided to sit behind him, and then I made a mistake in the castle, and then he got away, and then I couldn't catch him. So, yeah, just stuck in my own race, to be honest. Safety car didn't really help, because it bumped back up again. And Calvin decided to get a rocket ship down the bloody straight.
Literally.
Well, you managed to defend as well, so you defended and you managed to do it, so P3, so
defended very well.
When that VSC came out, I don't know if Dr. Special Energy was just ahead or not ahead. It was really tight. But I was just like, I don't know where I was, so I just floored it and kept the position. But it didn't seem to give him the position back, so I don't know. It was really tight into turn 1, so I don't know about that one. But if I didn't floor it and keep that position, I would have got P4, so I wouldn't have been talking to you right now.
Yeah. Now, that podium, honestly, you are having a fantastic season so far. Up in P4 in the standings.
What? P4?
Yeah, P4
Must be nice.
57 points. With that podium and Xander crashing out.
Oh, did you see Xander bin it?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
I don't believe it. Neither did I.
He was catching me
in front of me.
Wow.
He literally passed me down the straight, went round turn 1, went round turn 2, and then put it straight in the wall. And I was just like, I can't believe you just done that.
I don't think anyone could.
Yeah.
Back to the question. With that podium, that puts you on. Hold on. Is it? I think on 65. No, on 75 points. So, is your aim to be? Obviously, with Martin and with Calvin and Rage Hunter starting to pull away a little bit in the standings. Obviously, we don't want to write anyone off too soon, but do you think you could have a shot of making that top 5, if not a title charge?
I don't know, it's too early to talk about that. I just need Calvin to have some DNFs, to be honest. So, someone that's listening can arrange that. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Although it would be nice, I've got to admit.
It would be a bit helpful, to be honest, just to make the championship a bit more exciting instead of having Lewis Hamilton run away with it.
Well, it's not that. It's you got by. It's like me and Shane. We're running like the Mercs. It's just a fight between us.
Yeah, but you are. You're so quick. Both of you. I don't know where Rage Hunter finished today, but yeah,
He finished
P6, did he?
P6, I think. Yeah.
6 he got.
That's one hell of a recovery drive from him as well. Then.
Yeah, he was quite far back at one point.
P6 for Rage Hunter,
I just need my teammate to bloody help me out and get some finishes.
I need my Mercedes teammate to help out a bit. Say that
Yeah.
A title, I don't know. It's a long season. It's a long way to go. But I need a bit of luck, to be honest, to try and win this league. too many quick people. You can have a really good day. So like today was a really good day, and it was only P3, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So no, any more questions?
No questions from me.
Okay. One last question. How are you feeling going into Canada? Can you make it 2 podiums on the trot?
Do you know what? My tip is J Sarge podium Canada, my teammate, because
Ooh.
he's absolutely rapid round there. Me podium, I don't think so, unless it's wet. Love a wet Canada race.
Love a wet race.
We'll talk to the weather guys about that then for you.
If you can just change the settings at the start to heavy rain, full race distance, then maybe a podium. But otherwise, J Sarge for a podium, 100%. He's absolutely rapid round there.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Anyway, congrats on the podium, boys.
Yes.
Thank you. And if Sarge is listening, mate, no pressure.
Yeah. Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, do leave a like on the channel. Do leave a like on the video. And if you're new here, subscribe to our channel so you can check out all the SFR action across all 4 divisions. And the Reserve Championship as well, just to bear in mind. But until Canada next week, this is Shadowlancer 29. Oh, before we go, let me thank you very much for. Simo, thank you very much for commentating. That was.
Thank you, Fab.
You did really well. Yep, not a problem. Glad to have you on board. But anyway, this is Shadowlancer 29. Sinnoh, and hopefully Energy Dan coming back in the near future. And the worldwide celebration that is GP3 making history and signing off.